Hi everybody, we are back with another live today and I'm super excited to share this theme with you all. I decided to go a little more southwest with some of the new pieces that we have, but there's a lot of new stuff that is added to the website now, and some exclusive pieces as well as ones that we may add later, depending on demand. So, excited to show you these projects. Let me make sure I can see your comments though.
We've had a few people commenting while we're waiting to join. And then also, we have some images that we can go through. Will make it really easy to see what the different offerings that we have today. We'll probably pop those on screen shortly. Just a reminder, if you guys are having any issue with buffering, just back up your video just a little bit and that should take care of those issues. Although it seems pretty clear today, so I think we're pretty good there.
Yep, so.
Awesome, great. Thank you for everyone who is finding the new link and finding us here. I'm going to go ahead and publish this over on Facebook as well so that we can make sure that we grab anybody who wants to join us late. Do you want to tell us a little bit about, it's always a different design process when you have like a set of pieces to design with. And there was one piece I think that's centered around, and that would be that wish star, right? Because I really wanted to introduce that item. So how did that kind of help your design or change your design process?
The only thing that I did and the only way it changed it is I decided to add silver, which made me go into a more mixed metals direction. Yeah, I don't know. This was not a very type of design week. It was like a
You know what? I would never know that. But that's a really interesting thing to talk about, right?
I felt like I was fighting for my life.
Okay, so do you think it's mostly because you were inventing a new gemstone effect?
No, that was frustrating too.
Yeah.
But getting all the pieces designed and figuring out what I wanted to even do. It was not easy this week. Not to say that it's easy any other week, but I mean in particular, I was like, this is just really not working the way that I wanted to. It's not flowing. I'm used to a certain flow. The flow is not coming, and I did not appreciate it because I was just like, okay, well, I gotta get this done.
I think too, it's worth kind of talking about what happens when you get designer's block and ways to combat that. Tell Corrine about where you got your tank. What was your luck changed this week, right?
Yeah, so I've been having a really hard time thrifting for a while, and I finally was able to find stuff thrifting. And so I got this at Uptown Cheapskate. If you ever come here, Corrine, I will take you there and you will love it.
It's really great. You had 2 or 3. I'm like, oh, that would look nice for tomorrow. Oh, that would look nice for tomorrow.
I got a lot of good tops, which will be perfect for summer.
Ultimately, you choose that one.
Yeah.
Oh, so Jean is asking.
No, I did not cut my
about
hair.
Your hair.
It's still just as long.
But are you growing it out, or can you resist the urge to chop it?
No, the urge to chop is really, really,
it's really
strong. But we will resist, I guess.
Yeah, but she might change her mind again tomorrow.
You never know.
You never know,
I
right?
might pop on here with short hair. You never know. I can't be trusted.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely was fighting with this theme. I didn't fight with these earrings at all. I saw these and I was like, yeah.
This is
coming together. This is easy. Everybody needs these. Make 100 of these and sell them. Literally. Why not? Because they're great. Also, these ear wires, we've literally had them You just didn't know we had them because they're under finished jewelry, because technically they're finished jewelry.
Yeah, I need to change, I think, the status. And I also updated the price because they were finished jewelry priced, not component price. So I think I chopped like a good $6 a pair off. Because they were from kind of a stage where we were also selling just,
Yeah,
it's already ready to go.
These are amazing. Cute little cross earrings that I did. These hoops are so, so cute. You'll definitely want to get that. But yeah, it definitely decided to fight with me today. But it worked out in the end.
Yeah, I love the theme. I think it's just so like summery in Bohemian. That kind of feeling, just like carefree and collected feeling.
Yeah.
And really great.
Yeah.
So how have you guys been liking the socials that we've been putting out lately? I told you guys last week that we will be trying something new and trying to post more often. So if you have noticed those, let us know in the comments. I'm just trying to bop back and forth and make sure that everybody, looks like we've stopped getting comments on that other old link, and so we're good. We're all good here. Okay. Peggy says, chop it off.
Alrighty, let's dive into this. I'll give you the little preview. So, this is kind of what we're looking at today. There's those earrings I was telling you about. They're so cute. I'm definitely wearing them out. That's how you know I really like to design, is if I literally put it on myself immediately afterwards, because I just can't not. So, yeah, I did a lot with this theme. We did a lot of these turquoise effects. You'll notice them here. I did a few extra. I decided not to add them in other places. And yeah, this is an oval, this is a circle, any shape, tape, and I'll show you the whole process here soon. I'm going to be honest, the most difficult thing to do the entire day was this ring. Getting these bear paws full of resin is not the most fun. I wonder if there's a better tape.
Do you think, you mean, I'm sure there is. There's probably actual
it might be better,
real resin tape.
It might be better if you have a better tape than this, because it was very difficult for me to get these full of resin, and it's just a little multi-step process here. So.
Good. We've got a couple people saying that they love the short clips that we are posting. So awesome. We're going to continue with that. And I think it's a nice like refresher of what we do in the class. And you're like, oh yeah, I got to go back and watch that technique. Mm-hmm. And kind of reminds you, it does a good job of segmenting out the different highlights from class. And usually it's like, we're like a week or two behind. So if you miss something and you're watching our social feed, you might see something that you missed and be able to go back and match it up with the class that you missed.
Yeah. Did some riveting. I did do a fill here because the bird does have a hole punch in it pre-existing, so I will show you how to do the fill, but we painted this so it's not very obvious either way. And yeah, it's overall the kind of gist. A lot of just like components putting together, and then like cute little resin effects. Any preference for what we start with?
Well, I think a lot of people are really excited about the faux turquoise effect. So we could probably start with your little gems, and then we could just go into the construction. But kind of what I would like to do is have you bring up the different images of the offerings that we have for today. we can kind of go through those, so that will be out of the way.
Yeah, okay. Let me pull these up so you guys can see them. Sorry about that. So first things first, we have our Bohemian Faux Turquoise necklace kit. This will include everything in here. Sorry, faux. That will include everything in there with the exception of your resin and paints. But everything else will come in that. Give me 1 second so I can give you...
I was like, it would not be unusual for us to have a Bohemian Fox theme, though.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, did I give her the wrong image?
No. I just saw an X and just automated from there. So that's that first kit. You'll get all the components. Beautiful Swarovski beads there. Then we have our Bohemian Bird bracelet kit, which is really lovely.
So yeah, these first ones are complete kits. So they've got everything: chain findings, ear wires, whatever.
Yep. And you will have a little bit excess pieces in a couple of these kits. This one you'll have excess, the Bohemian Faux Turquoise earrings kit. I took these wings off of the bee and I didn't use his body. A lot of times I try to do it, but it just wasn't going to work with this theme. So you'll have that little extra piece, and I encourage you to experiment with it. And show me what you can come up with. Also, this piece, you will have extra excess pieces. I did clip this filigree to make this marquee kind of cross shape. So there will be some of that too. I've shown how to use those types of parts as well in earrings. Yeah. We also have this. This is a sampler, so this does not have everything. It's going to have all your main components. No findings, no chain. Obviously no resin, as I said previously. But overall, you'll get most of these components. You'll get that exclusive etched pendant as well. And then last but not least is our overall sampler of all the pieces. You'll notice that filigree is what the filigree actually looks like before you chop off all the little parts of it to make that cross. So.
I mean, you can use it to do make other things out of too.
Yes.
You might have to have like a little extra bonus content thing sometime of what to do with the bee body and the extra parts that we got rid of. Mm-hmm. That would be funny.
But I've shown earrings where I use like the extra filigree part where you fold it over and stuff like that. You could totally make a bracelet. There's lots of things you could do. I've definitely shared a lot of those types of things. So you guys should have some of those skills in your toolkit. Okay. I'll go back over here.
Did you show the bear paw one? The set?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you mentioned that's not a full kit.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Sorry, I was like getting distracted by people's comments and trying to keep up on that one. All right. Should we, yes, we will do the faux turquoise, and then I think we can do some of the construction stuff.
Okay. So, yeah, let me get the mat.
I think I got enough of a clean spot on here for you to use on this side.
Mats were clearly not taken home. I need to move all these out of the way.
You could just move your phone closer to you too.
That's gonna look terrible.
You can tell. Can you guys tell that Ainsley is opinionated about her everything?
I don't want the camera on screen. It looks terrible. It looks unprofessional. It ruins the illusion.
But you're always going like this, and that's on screen. So I end up having to follow you anyway.
I would be going like this anyway to see. I keep forgetting to put my glasses on.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do my part screen. I'll show you this turquoise effect. I'll show it on both types. So it's in this. It's in this guy. I did quite a few. Do you have those extras that I made? Yeah, you do. Thank you. And then there's also these ones that I made. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this.
Are you on that camera yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on it for a while.
Yeah. It's just I'm backed up a little bit, and I think most people are too, so just asking.
Alright, so I'm going to take my jump ring first things first. And we are going to line it up. Can you hear me? Never mind, I have them right here.
So fully close it.
Yep. So you're going to fully close these. We will also hammer them in a second, and you'll have to readjust it a bit. I just find that it makes it a little bit flatter. I don't have to worry about it being flush as much, because there might be a slight curve, especially in these oval jump rings. They do tend to have a little bit more of a curve there, and we're trying to make a nice flush spot so that it does not ruin the resin. So I'm going to back up a little bit, and we're just going to hammer this so that it's more flat and we're not really seeing any gaps.
Peggy, never noticed. I have noticed that she is very much a perfectionist.
You know what? I have OCD.
And it works to our benefit. We get to benefit from that. Oh, man.
Legitimately. Not in a, I have OCD.
Not in a non-literal way. It's okay. We all have unique attributes about ourselves, and you just use the strengths that come with that.
So my best friend, we are like, okay, we're very different surface level people, but the way that we see things and process things and view things internally, like our internal worlds and experiences are basically the same, just we live different lives and we have different opinions based on our experiences. But she going to a therapist, and her therapist is like, I'm not diagnosing you yet, but these things that you're talking about kind of seem like OCD. And so she told me this yesterday, and I was like, go figure, we're the same person. But I just thought that was too funny. Okay.
Yes, so Corian was talking about admiring that necklace. Like, yeah, I thought that was just, like, how long did it take you to come up with that design?
That one was actually pretty easy.
It's insane.
I changed out what I was going to hang off of here. Originally, I was going to hang something else off of here. I don't remember what. Oh, just like a tiny little heart. And then I was like, wait a second. I have this filigree. A cross would be kind of cool. This filigree can look like one. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I decided to do. Okay. So we have that. Man, this mat is bleh.
It's probably a little linty from washing it off.
No, it's better. Okay.
We need an intern to come wash mats for us. It's not our favorite thing to do.
No, it's mostly just because we have to bring them home, and
Yeah.
I used to wash all the mats when we were at the old
There
studio.
would be like
There
30.
would be 30. I was the only
'Cause
person
nobody
who ever
wanted to
did it.
wash
I was
them.
the only person who ever did it, unless it was like we needed a mat right beforehand. Literally spent hours washing
No,
those
Sawyer did it
mats.
sometimes too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I washed so many of those
I think
mats.
everybody felt like they were the only one who did it, but you did it more often than most people.
Oh no, I did
Yeah.
it, and for a very long
Yeah.
time. I was usually asked to do it. Okay. All right. Now I know. Now I'm remembering where I'm at. Okay. This is what I needed. So I'm gonna move these off to the side for now. I'm going to give a generous amount of resin.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to add my pinks.
So you're making like turquoise chips?
No.
Okay. Curious. Curiouser and curiouser.
I'm going to drop some of this in here. We're going to drop, that was the verdigris blue.
Guys, it's going to end up in the highlight reel.
It's just one of those days. I literally
Oh, man.
hit every single red light this morning. It was making me
I was like
mad.
I started the live and then it was like not connecting. So I'm like, oh my goodness.
And there's nothing you can do if it
No,
doesn't do it.
If it doesn't work right, it's not like you can go like there's a button to reconnect it. It's just toast.
Maybe we should request they add that.
Oh my goodness. Well, they've made some like really useful updates, but I don't know. There's
All
been
right.
enough snafus lately. We might be shopping for a new streaming software.
We're gonna start mixing this all together. I'm gonna add back in a little bit of that.
Are you telling them the colors as you go
Yeah,
along?
I already did some of that. Add back in some of that verdigris blue. Doesn't need to be fully mixed together. I like some of that like different color going on. Then I'm gonna add some of my sepia to my mat. Not to my resin, to my mat. Okay. Because you don't want to add too much. And I'm just going to scoop some of it and put it in here. If you add too much, it's going to kind of make it green. You don't want it too mixed, otherwise it'll make it green. So I'm just going to leave it like that. It's a little bit of that green is fine, but we just don't want too much of it. We're going to take our washi tape.
Here, just hand it to me. I've got none.
I got it.
Got real fingernails.
All right, we're gonna take our washi tape. We're gonna get a little bit of that.
Everybody's having
And you're gonna
fun
rip
here in
it.
the comments today. Glad we're here to entertain. So I'm seeing a little bit of an issue with just being able to not have you hiding behind the phone when you're having to look behind it. Is there a way that we can tilt it like this and move the mat just a little bit to
I'm
your
just setting these on here.
left?
I did all of these at the same time. I recommend you do them all at the same time. I think it would be really annoying to do it any other way. And so you're just going to stick all your little bits.
That's smart. Do all the same process at the same time.
And then we're going to wipe my brush off. We're going to scoop some of this up and put them in each of it and then cure it.
Dale, so far, Ainsley has used pale green and verdigris blue. And is there anything else in that mixture?
Yes.
So far?
Sepia, a little bit.
Sepia brown?
I added it with a brush.
So those 3 colors mixed into the resin. Also, if you want, because we're on YouTube here, you can back up a little bit. Oof. It's just kind of cool. You can do that here.
Actually, I'm going to move these over. I don't want to like cover up I don't want to cure that resin over there, so I'm just going to cure it over here.
You're going to get some light bleed if you, yeah, there you go. Perfect.
So I'm just curing this. We're going to do it for a very long time because we mixed paint in there. Anytime we add paint, it becomes harder and longer to cure. So we're going to cure this as much as possible, and then we'll hit it with the heat gun to try and get anything that might have still been like paint.
Yeah, so a helpful tip for you guys, if you are doing your mixing surface near when you're curing, the light will bleed from the UV light, so you want to make sure that you're aware of that, because it'll cure your pile too, if you're not careful.
And then you can be wasteful if you do that.
Right? Then you got to start all over again. We're all for not having to start all over again. You know what I was thinking too? Like you used this daisy stencil piece. Wouldn't that be cool with like the pave look inside it?
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but
like just as a pair of earrings.
Just like I was like, that's gonna take way too long.
Maybe if you need a break, I will give them a bonus technique. Since I didn't do a dang thing this week, guys.
I had no heavy cream in the house, so I had to use almond milk. Does not taste nearly as good.
It's not the same, huh?
I've had to do it for the last couple of days. I haven't had time to go to the store to like just quick run grab some. It's not the same, guys. Not the same. Okay. 20 more seconds. 20. Also, you can hammer any of these elements if you want to. I thought about doing it, just was too lazy.
I mean, I think they look good unhammered too.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes it's good to have a break for that. I hammer absolutely everything, and then I say to myself when I'm filling an order, why do I do this to myself? But I also think that's why it sells, is because it's not just a finding.
So this is kind of what we're looking at so far with our pieces. Some nice, crackly, crusty, with very color, which is great. We're going to use the heat gun on this as well. I'm going to prep a little paper towel because sometimes it will like spill over if there is any wet spots in there. So just have one ready. But we're just going to make sure there's not any loose paint in there, and it's not going to like mess up your piece if you're to add
you don't want it to be gummy.
And yeah, exactly. So we're just really drying this to the best of our ability.
Yeah, I think, so Jean is saying, I like how you flattened the jump rings for the resin paint mix. That makes a better seal, right?
So you'll notice this one does actually have bubbles coming out. It might take a little bit, but there are bubbles coming out of this one. This is exactly why we're doing this right now, is because we're trying to get rid of that because yeah, we don't want it to be soft and gunky. Otherwise, doing other parts of this process will be more difficult.
So what is the texture? What's the texture like?
Should be hard.
Right now, it shouldn't be gooey, right?
Let me get
Do you need like a head pin to test it?
No, I don't need anything to test it. I'm wait till the bubbles go away. I just need my eye pin to hold it down so I'm not toasting my finger. Because this
That's
tape...
an eye pin, huh? Ainsley's losing her vocabulary today.
Needle nose.
And I'm here to remind her. Woohoo! Oh my goodness.
Let me move this so that it's on screen.
It's all in good fun.
Alrighty. So I'm just holding.
Are you on
down.
screen now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you see that? They're alive. And breathing.
Probably also enhances the texture of it to make it look more like stone, huh? So Jean is saying that she likes how you flatten them because it gives them a new look.
Yeah.
And I was thinking it probably also helps your tape stick to the back a little bit easier.
That's exactly why I did it.
Yeah. But I do a lot with hammering. We do a lot with hammering jump rings, like Vintaj. It's just been kind of like our design MO for a very long time. If you look at like really old designs, you'll see that technique. And it's just one of those kind of artisan touches that, yeah, we use our hammer a lot.
So now we have that done. We're going to go in and we're going to add our more paint. We're going to go in with our brown. This is why this is peak to have our antique line, because it's thinner bodied. I kind of want to get that brown in some of those little crevicey cracked areas. And so that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go with a normal tiny brush though. Or tinier. And we're gonna put some of that sepia on there. I just kind of like to wipe my brush off on my mat. I'm just gonna dab that in there. Try and get it to kind of sit in some of those grooves. And then we'll wipe some of this off. And we'll go back in with other colors as desired. I did go through and relief these. So if you get paint like I did, because I didn't wait, for it to get cooled off, and so it just immediately stuck because I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just trying to go through the process quickly. You can just file it with the
If you're
relief and
concerned
block.
about the plating at all, you can also use like acetone on a Q-tip for cleanup. I find that really useful as well. How centered are you on there now? Pretty centered?
It's not centered, but it's on screen.
Okay.
Go back in as desired.
Oh, interesting. Lisa said the heat tool can also melt cured resin. Maybe you've got a really high-powered one. Some heat tools get a lot hotter than others.
So this is just like up to your artistic expression.
We do
about this here.
If you don't have all of the colors, or if you need a reference to what's being used today, you can look at our Faux Turquoise gemstone effects set, and it will come with all the colors that we are using today.
I'm just drawing some lines now with that sepia.
It really does make, you can get like super artistic with this and make bigger chunks too, I think.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier with bigger chunks too. I will not lie. The tininess makes it a lot more difficult.
The miniature nature of it.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot you can do. So, just adding in details where I want them, going back in with other colors where I want them, just to try and get that effect nicely. We do use white as well, so I'm going to put some of that on my mat after I get it nice and shaken. Okay, and we're just going to do tiny bits of white. The white is just an accessory, not the moment. Okay, and then we're going to go in with more resin in just a second here, but I do need to make sure I just cure this really quickly.
Just make sure you're just going to dry it.
Yeah.
You know what I think the best property of our antiques is? I can do a pair of earrings that are full-on paint effect, full-on patina effect, and ship it out within the next hour.
Okay.
Versus like waiting 24 hours, right?
Now that you're at this point, we are going to take from this pile up here. I'm going to go for this more clear, slightly cloudy portion. I do like the cloudiness because I do want to bring in that blue and not just like a clear, shiny topping. So I'm going to add that right over top of each of these. Not a crazy heavy layer. And then we will cure these with our light. I'm gonna move these off again. Same thing, I don't wanna cover that up. I will dab that, use a little bit more of that resin in a second. So we're just doing a nice long cure.
Even your pile there is kind of inspiring to look at. You could like make it into a cab and then wrap it with filigree too.
For
Like
sure.
your leftovers, right? Oh, have a great weekend, Rosalie. Thanks for spending some time with us. When would you remove the sepia paint from the jump ring? I would end up with cured resin on it. I would say before you put your final coat of resin, and right away, there's a couple things you can do.
The only reason I didn't do it right away after the paint is because if it's even a little bit tacky, you could ruin whatever you just did there. With the reliefing block.
Mm-hmm.
I found that out the hard way.
I would use acetone with a Q-tip to do it.
But yeah, that's definitely better.
And that works really well. Also, like if you're really dexterous, a little like a Clorox wipe will do it too if it's not cured yet. But I think she's going to have an antiqued one there because because she's been heating it up like that, it's going to be almost impossible to get out of those grooves later. So she's going to have a nice like.
I did it last time.
Really?
Yeah.
And you got it to come off without the sterling coming off.
There was a little bit in the grooves, but it just like wasn't that crazy obvious.
I would just like maybe put a little bit of black and antique it.
At this point, we're going to go back in with a little bit more resin, and I'm going to add some tiny little globs so that this is an uneven texture. We don't want it to be flat. That will ruin our effect. So we're going to go in and add these. And then cure. And then we'll do some more. A little more effect. Now this time you can actually cure it. We're not using the resin anymore. So you can... Obviously, I had a lot left over. That's just what I used initially, and I did a lot more pieces with it. So I would definitely do, honestly, a ton at once. You could even do like 100 at once, and then and then that's just in your stash for whenever you want to use them.
Use it
and to glue onto a piece.
I just recently, so I have a couple of designs that utilize these iridescent cabs, and I was making them all on top of the earring, and I just recently stopped doing that and just started putting them on. Like I will just use like a big thing of painter's tape and sticking them all down and doing them all like that, and I'm like, I just cut my time like 50%.
Oh, guys, you need to tell me if I slouch. You need to be like, Ainsley, you're slouching because my back hurts so much from designing.
Yeah, you have to like.
I will
consciously
if I'm not on live. I'll be like a lot of times I'll be like this. Because after a full day, you're like.
So what's the prep for this? So you just tape the back up and then...
No, you tape this side.
Wait, why?
Because it can't, even if I hammer this a little bit, you can't get a good seal on the back. And it's really hard to get your resin all the way in there.
Okay, so if you tape...
No, I tried it both ways.
You're saying that maybe there's a better way. If you tape this side, the curved side...
It's better.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the front.
We're saying the same thing.
You said tape the back. This is the back.
Okay, well,
this is the
front. Okay. I was thinking in my head, right, you're going to fill it from this way. Yes, I would say that is the way I would consider it.
Okay. Now we can do some more little painting. We do not want this to be as glossy or shiny or any of that. So I'm just going to add some light layers using my brush. I don't want to cover it. I just wanted to add like a little bit of paint to kind of.
So where does the matte glaze come in? Is that
It
just
will
like
be
your
after
final
this.
step?
Yeah. So we're just adding some of that. You can dab a little bit of it up. You can add a little bit of some of our other paint. I really like get in there. I'm just adding it right into those little grooves that I made. It's just going to kind of stack on top of what we previously did. Going to add tiny bits of white, tiny bits of other color. But we don't want this to feel glossy at all.
I think an entertaining thing would be see if I can, because you'll glue the bear paw onto your thing after, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it depends what it is. The flat piece, yes. The ring, you have to resin it on, and it's kind of a whole process. So you'll see this actually all the way from here to the edge here, I have a thin layer of resin. Look close.
Okay, yeah. But you could glue it and then resin around it too.
Yeah, I might have glued it and then resined around it.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
That's exactly what I did. But you do have to use the resin, otherwise it's not going to sit very flush very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me add my little details. Almost there.
That looks so good. I mean, like at this point, was going earlier, oh yeah, she's done. But it just is making it look like super authentic.
So we do that. And then from here, we'll add our glaze in a second. Just going to cure this. And then we'll add our glaze.
Plus, like, if you're doing a ton of these, let's say you did like 20 or so, if you had one that kind of leaked out, then you could just use that one as an antiqued one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, jump rings are reasonable. So if you mess one up, if you're doing like a lot of them, then it doesn't matter so much.
And if you're doing a bigger size, a lot easier as well.
You're always like doing things in miniature, which are like more, like it's a little harder to do. These are just so good.
Right on top.
It's just like a whole separate art form, I think. So is this where you're doing like little white flecks in there too?
I already did the white flecks.
Yeah.
And then I just...
And you're doing the matte on top of it?
Now I'm doing the matte on top of it. Just to take it...
Hey, I'm just having you guys give the recap for the distracted types, i.e. me.
Cure that as well.
Whoops. Okay. So
I would say heat is necessary for this one only because you have to cure the paint that's kind of mixed in with that resin.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go through and clean up these a little bit. I just used the reliefing block. And I just went in on the edges here. And it should remove a lot of that.
I was thinking too how cool these bear paws would look hammered as well. Like, they're really cool. You could also dangle a little bead.
Another thing I like to do as well is like go back in and cure the back, because it's harder for it to reach there. So I really want to make sure the back is nice and cured as well. Okay. So we'll do that too. Just make sure that's not tacky still or anything like that.
It's not tacky.
No form of tackiness in this building.
No tackiness. I was watching this old circa 2009 TV show that I used to watch back then, and the girl opens this like bakery shop, and I almost had like trauma from the black and pink and polka dot, brown and pink polka dot. You know, there's like a very specific look for that from that time period, and it was all over CHA. And it was just like really kind of very garish designs. Like not a whole lot of taste. I would consider it tacky. But her bake shop was like that, and like their aprons were polka dots, and not that I have anything against polka dots, like as like in general.
Yeah, my nails have polka dots and
right.
my toenails have
like
polka dots.
I like polka dot, but it's just the specific kind, and I was like, it just kind of made me shudder a little bit. It was funny. I've always had a little bit different like aesthetic than that, but oh man. I think I want to take a stab at getting these started for you. We're gonna see how that goes, and she's gonna laugh at me and struggle, just for your entertainment.
Do you want a ring? Because we can do.
Oh.
I want to show it that way because the other way you don't really have to do that much manipulating to your paw, but if you're doing it on a ring, you will have to manipulate.
Do you have to change the bend of the paw?
Yes.
Yeah, probably if we're offering that,
So
you probably need to show.
Make it your little stamp there. Ring, blank. It's right there. No, over. Yes. And then make that to your finger size.
Okay.
Okay. Those should be fully locked in. Don't want any surprises. You can clean these up a bit. Sometimes I find it easier to clean some stuff up while holding it with pliers, just because I can not have my fingers in the way, which is kind of preferable for some reason.
Yeah.
We're just doing this very gently.
They would, Lisa. I agree. And we probably have some good ring bases that those could go on. She said those would be adorable on rings.
Yeah,
the little caps.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? I find interesting is that your handmade resin creations can actually sell better. They have like more perceived value than an actual gemstone. It's crazy, I know, right? Like I will sell my moonstone like ethereal resin cab jewelry for more than if it was just regular moonstone because it's artist created.
Trying to show you guys this up close, but my camera hates me. There we go. So we have our little turquoise piece there.
That's so good.
And then let me clean up this one as well, so it can look nice and presentable.
So I saw that we got a new Backstage Pass subscriber.
Yeah.
And her name is Holly Holland.
That's funny. I used to get called
So
Holly
cute.
by this really obnoxious guy in my brother's grade.
That was actually a nickname your dad had, was Holly.
Yeah, I kicked that kid in the shin.
You guys believe it?
He was a big kid too, because he was my brother's age, and I was like 2 years younger. He was like really big for his class, and I was really small for my age. I just had all the audacity at that age. I think I just like didn't, around guys, I just like did not hold back physically ever.
You're like, they're guys.
Attack
They're
them.
tough, right? So I made that
them.
to my size, which I'll show you guys how to do in a minute when I come back over here. But I'm going to have you do the shaping to it, and I will do the resining.
So this will not be too hard. It's the smaller the ring size, the harder it's going to be to try and adjust this. I'm actually going to move these kind of out of the way. If you want to just like cure up that splotch there a little more so we can clean that mat.
Sure.
I'm just going to show you guys this here in a second. Let me pull out my mat.
If you could hand me the light. I don't want to knock that other light over when I'm walking through, like I almost did earlier.
Yeah, that almost came rumbling, tumbling down. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is assess what kind of curve we're going to need here. So I'm just going to try and lay this flat on here and see what it looks like. Give me a second to adjust this so that it is easily viewable. And let me actually put these glasses on so I actually can see what I'm doing, wherever they are. So, we have these. I'm looking at this. I'm looking how much of this does this need to be? How much more flat? I do like to go in and flatten it a little bit just with my hammer. Just slightly on the edges. It does like to curve a little bit. And then we go in with our pliers and we're going to bend in. I'm going to put this out of the way and then I'm going to show you. So I'm pulling on both sides, kind of in the center as much as possible. And have it like this. And I'm going to curve like this. It's better to get it overly curved than underly curved. You're not going to get it perfectly flush, but as long as it is more flush than it was before, that's kind of what we're aiming for.
So just trying to match the...
We're going to get it as close as possible. It's not going to be perfect. Right, this is a little bit better. Gonna pull this down a little bit. I'm just making micro adjustments here. Until it's pretty dang close. Same thing here at the bottom. Does not need to be perfect, but we just want to get it so that it can sit close to as flush as possible.
Looks pretty darn good.
And then from here is when we're going to do our actual curing part. When I did this, I did it in parts. Don't try and do it all at once. It will not work. It will get all over your piece.
We're going to see how this goes, guys.
But we will do, when you do it, what you want to do is you want to do your circle. Cure that as quickly as possible. Because it does like to leak. This piece likes to leak. Then you do 2 of these over here, 2 of these over here. So you just split up the paws as well. And you need to hold it because you need to create the pressure there. Otherwise it's not going to seal and you still might get some.
Okay. We're going to see how we do.
I'm scared for her. Because this was not a fun process for me. So.
If it's easy for me, will you be slightly mad?
No.
Or will you be like...
It means my technique was superior. And I tested it for you.
Okay.
Oh, actually? I don't think I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Ooh.
Because I got distracted by our...
A little snafu.
Yeah. And neither did you.
Oh, well. Okay, well, I guess we've been lucky so far,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yours is the important one, though. Mine, we just lose a camera.
I'm more
Yours, we lose everything.
Oh, yeah, because it's connected to the
iPad.
The
It would
iPad.
go through the iPad.
Oh, goodness. Hi, guys. All right. So, we are going to see just... So one of these, this one must be the one that you modified. And this one is the unmodified one that we will use for the necklace. So we're going to see how we can do here. So something that I will do sometimes is kind of burnish this in here, the tape, to get it to seal really well.
Yeah, definitely tear off the extra.
Uh-huh. Really mold it. Push it down. Okay. See how we're doing here. What do you guys think? Do you think I will have an easy time with this or a hard time with it? And we'll see if you're right. Probably kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of roughly getting these out and trying to seal it as much as possible around those little, anywhere it could leak. So I'm gonna have my UV light staged and like right here ready to go. Because speed is of the essence sometimes with these things that leak.
Yep.
Quickly. So. Okay, so first I'm going to do this one. Try and get those sealed. And we'll do it like just to get it sealed for maybe 30 seconds
yeah.
Just to get that first
If you don't
sealed
use
in.
a lot, you don't have to cure for a long time.
Yep. Okay, we are making faux turquoise right now. So with resin and then Vintaj one-step antique glazes. Welcome to class. Okay, so let's see how we did there. Did we get it to seal? So we did one. Something also an advantage to only curing it for a little bit of time. Can you hand me a Clorox wipe? Is that if some of it leaks out, which it did.
Yep.
Right?
That's why I held it.
Yeah.
I didn't have it leak out on that one because I held it.
Yep. So this is what I'm going to do is clean this up before it's completely cured. So that did leak. So if you voted that I was going to have a hard time, you're right. If you decided that I was being overconfident, you were correct. So I'm going to clean this up. Also, like acetone with a Q-tip is really great for this kind of thing.
Your side cutters too, also.
Yeah.
If you do it gently.
Like just to pry a little bit off.
Yep. It will kind of pop off pretty easily.
But I think Ainsley's right. I think like a better, you know what I've noticed too though, since moving out here, nothing sticks. Like tapes and stuff, they don't stick the same way as they do in the Midwest. Isn't that weird? Like I had like tape on bins labeling things for years. They just fell off promptly as soon as we moved here. Okay, so let's see if we can improve on that experience. That's almost there, right? Like this one. I got most of it. It just leaked a little bit right there. We're almost there. And then probably if I took like a little bit of sanding, I could do that. That looks pretty darn good. Okay, so your tip, as I'm doing the second one, is to really like hold it there as you're curing, right? Same in Arizona, very dry, she says. Okay, so is that just like an arid area? Is your adhesives don't stick as well?
Let's see.
Ainsley's gonna Google it.
Other adhesives.
Okay, so I'm gonna do all of the paws except for that one. Look at how that one's not like sticking. So I'm gonna try to get the resin cured everywhere else, and then we'll come back and do that one.
Yep. Yes, tapes and
it's a
adhesives
thing.
often perform poorly in dry climates because low humidity can dry out the adhesive, reducing the initial tack and flexibility. Dry, dusty air common in these regions can also coat surfaces, preventing the adhesive from making full contact. Optimal adhesion generally requires 40 to 60% relative humidity.
So it's not our fault, guys. It's the climate.
Yeah, but also like washi tape is not as sticky either.
It's not, right?
Yeah. So it's like a double
But I found
whammy.
like even like my painter's tape, it just falls off of everything. Did I get that cured? Let's see. Did I just set that and it didn't cure? Let's pretend I didn't do that, guys. I set it there and I didn't actually turn it on. Yeah.
This is going so smoothly.
Who voted? I don't see any votes on here. I didn't see anybody saying that I was being overconfident or not.
I think they were just silently agreeing,
just waiting,
not to hurt your feelings.
Okay, so let's see. All right, that's cured. Peel it off. Did we get any leaks this time? Just a little bit of overage, but again, because this will just peel right off because it's not like heavy cured. And then I'm going to go back in. So what do I have so far? This is sealed all the way up to there, and these two paws, or claws, I guess, in the paw need to be sealed. So I'm going to do those two. Kind of helps to split it up, I think.
Yep, split them.
Like do one half and then do the other half.
That's exactly what I did.
It's like it's asking it too much to hold on to the curved surface. All right. Let's see
I
how we
definitely
go.
recommend holding it too to try and get that
Yeah,
seal.
I know. I just try to not like have my hand
honestly,
under there as
I feel
much.
like what would be best is if we had like a little piece of clay that you could press it into, so it seals it. And then you just hold it on there, and then you have your light over it. It doesn't stick to your piece because you have your tape in the way.
That would be smart. Lisa, I didn't want to vote against anyone. We all need the benefit of the doubt. It's okay if you think I'm being overconfident.
Like you said,
because
so
I'd be
people
like,
living in dry areas need to do resin work in their bathroom immediately after showering.
That's funny. I wonder if like a humidifier in your house though would make your tapes stick better, maybe.
Probably.
Right? Goodness. Okay. Let's see how we did with that one. Still a little leaky, but I'm okay with, it still filled it mostly. It can be kind of hard to tell because it's clear, right? But it cleans off pretty darn easily. So I'm pretty happy with the two of those. Now we get to do the fun part. So did you reverse paint these is what I want to know.
Okay, so one of them I painted. Okay, let me look at these pieces really quickly. I know what I did.
Yes.
I want to see if there's any difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really feel like it felt like there was a really big difference.
In how they turned out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where's my other piece?
I don't know where the ring went.
It's probably underneath something.
It's probably like under the mat or sitting there.
You want to move the mat so I can show them. Because I did this both ways. I honestly think there's no reason to do it
Nope, it's not under here. It's
Here it
probably
is.
over there. Okay. You want to sit back here for a second?
I'll just stand here for 2
Okay.
seconds because I'm just going to show
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So this one, I completely filled the back with this resin pile that we used earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Just to use up that resin. This one, I just filled it normally with resin and I painted over top of it. So 2 different effects. Just depends on your preference. This one's going to look a little cleaner. This one I think is fine, but it won't look as clean. But it's way faster to do this one than to do this one.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to try. I've got your colors here. So let me just bring this over. There we go. Cool.
Stephanie liked my idea. The clay would be a possible solution.
Yeah. I think that's smart. Like big brained. Don't know how we munched this top. Like there must have been something in the cap. So we've got white. Right, these are all the colors you used. Where's the pale green? Hiding over here. Ooh, she's got them all spread out. And that's like my MO. When I design at home, it's like a bomb went off.
You guys don't want to see what it looks like.
And I was like, no, it's horrible. It's because like I recently started selling wholesale and I've gotten some really big orders lately. And so it's kind of like just do everything as fast as you can without cleaning up in between. And I would not recommend that to anybody. Okay, so let's see. We're going to try and kind of give it a head start with doing some reverse painting. We'll just get kind of the color going in there and see, and then we'll come back from the other side to kind of touch it up with the pretty stuff. So at least we'll get kind of a base of color under here, and then I'll let Ainsley do the finishing touches. Unless you want me to do it. Want me to do it?
What? No.
Okay.
I was reading Lisa's comment.
Oh, what did she say?
This is the first time I saw the pieces and they're gorgeous. I used Concert last night and slept till 12:30. Oh my gosh, I'm a zombie. And I was just going to say, yeah, I understand because anything with Benadryl and me is not a good combination.
Oh, no.
I'll be like,
loopy. She can be loopy. All right, so I'm just getting some underpainting here so that when we turn it over, it'll have some color. I'm going to fry this. get it all like dried, and then fill the back as level as possible. Yes, what?
It's better to not have it completely level because your ring has a slight curve to it.
Okay, so not
but you
this one.
You will go back in. Okay, the curved one, not as level. You want it on the outsides, but not in the center as much.
So we're gonna...
you could go in and fix it, which I'll show you how to do to get it to adhere to your ring.
So we'll make this one as level as possible.
Yes.
Okay. There's still, I think, there's a decent amount of where you can see through on it, which I don't want. So I'm going to put a little bit more color here again before I fill the back. Let me see. Well, I don't see any color leaking out, which is nice. That's good. Now, I need to get that to calm down. The silicone will temporarily kind of buckle up when you're really frying it with the heat tool. So, are there any like sanding sponges there, or I'll just use something else?
They're right over there.
Okay, here we go. I found that these do a decent job of being able to shim up your piece. And then I'll probably just put another little piece of metal underneath or something to get it more level. So I'm just creating a flat back here so that when Ainsley puts this on her finished design, it's like a nice gluing surface. Let that level out. So that did very levelly. And give that a nice good cure. So you were saying on this other one, can you give me a little bit more specific instructions on this guy?
The center needs to be lower than the outsides. So resin more to the outside as much as possible. You're not going to be able to get it perfect. I'll show them how to fix it. So
because there's a curve here, you want this to remain a little bit convex. Concave.
Because there's a curve on your ring.
Yeah. So you want to match that.
Yes. And so it doesn't need to be perfect, but I will shave some away if it doesn't sit as flush as I would like.
Where did the ring base go? That's
right there.
Right here. Okay. And I will show you guys how to do that. So if we've got our ring base here, I mean, do I even need to fill it more than that?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll let you, since this is tricky, I'm going to let you do that part of it, and I will do this guy. Do this one, and I'll let you finish the other one. Because some of it, like some good trial and error, I think you can figure it out, but I might as well not reinvent the wheel if you've already struggled through that.
Like you just did.
You're just going to want to watch me struggle. That was not struggle. I was calm. I think I was not sweating. You know when it's like struggle and I'm sitting here and just like my face matches Ainsley's shirt, all that kind of stuff. Lisa Jean, I'll pick up my pieces with cross-lock tweezers and heat tool away by making the paint flow and spread while keeping my hands and mat safe. That's great. The silicone mat is safe. It just will temporarily do this. It won't hurt it at all permanently. But that's a great, we'll pick up things with pliers a lot.
Yep. And then I'll hold my fingers as far back as possible.
Don't do it on top of this. Ainsley learned that the hard way.
I can be very absorbed into my designs.
Yeah.
And I will not notice anything. And besides, the piece did not notice the mat burning away, right?
So this looks pretty good so far, right? That's pretty good. So if we want to just, let me look at your other pieces here that you've got. Put your example pieces next to it, and I'm going to try and match those guys.
Oh, I didn't.
Maybe do.
I didn't do anything like that.
I know. I just for fun.
Oh.
I'm just going to put a little bit of veining in here because we've got this nice chunk, right? And then a little bit just to give it some variety. Finish this out. Some color. Does that look pretty good? What do you think? Does it need more variety, or do you think that's pretty good? I'm asking you.
I wouldn't know. I can't see.
What do you think? Tell me what you think.
A little less brown. I think the lines are a little too thick.
A little too thick on the brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me...
Yeah, you have to be pretty light-handed with the brown.
So like going in and making the vein a little bit smaller.
Yep.
Okay. It also helps if I pick it up, I think, because then just get this, make sure it's under the camera still, and then I can see it. It's not just like down on the mat. Now I did get a little bit out here, so I'm just gonna wash that off before it cures on there, dries on there. I think that's pretty good. So then I will just go in with the matte, clear matte glaze on here to take the shine away. And then she'll be ready to glue it on, and I'll let you take back over again. Which I think because this was stuck to tape on this side, it mostly has a pretty good, like not glossy texture to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to me it looks kind of like sea glass, the texture.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good description of it. No, I love... Corian, you can make one that has more brown in it. Some turquoise has a lot of brown and some just has a little bit. And some has none at all, almost. Which is really great because you can just make it just what you want, right? I think Corian is definitely an earth tone girl. What do you guys think?
I think for me it depends on my hair color. If I have my natural hair color, I love wearing brown all the time.
Uh-huh. I'm just being a little bit persnickety about a little bit of stuff on here. Or as Liz Larson would call it, picky pants. There we go. What do you guys think? Did I nail it? Did I get close to making it look good? All right, we will see. And at least I started this one for you, so it won't be as frustrating a process. You get to come in halfway. So I will let you finish these out and make them beautimous. And you can show me what you did, and we can see how that's different from what I did here to make this look like perfected on the top.
Alrighty, guys.
Ah, thank you, Gail. She said you nailed it. We're going with that.
Okay. So I'm going to go back in here. I will show you, well, I'm not going to show gluing this piece on. That's pretty easy. Just generous amounts tack it on.
Loctiter.
It's going to be this exact same process without the resin of this one once I get this back done properly. So I'm going to put some resin right onto my mat here in a second once I find it. Stuff out of the way so I can make sure I'm in your guys' view. So I have my resin there. I'm gonna use my silicone brush, just make sure this is nice and clean. Just anything will come off with your fingertips. If you get resin on it, cure it onto your lamp, it'll come off really easily. It's the best. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna go on the edges, and I'm gonna put resin on the edges. And all the way around, and then I'm going to cure that. Keep my little puddle out of this. He doesn't need to be cured. And so I just got this under the lamp getting cured here.
Yeah, I absolutely am in love with what Ainsley did with these pieces. I never would have thought of it. I would have looked at him and gone, I think I'm going to hammer these and hang a bunch of them together or dangle a bead from inside or something like that. Yes, you know what, Janet? For sure you could make cabs in your molds the same exact way.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of resin down here. It's a little bit too concave. I do want to make sure it does make contact in our piece here, so we're just gonna add that to the center.
So just like slowly building it up until you can kind of feel it holding on.
Because we want it to glue and we need contact for it to glue. So I'm just gonna add that in there and cure it.
How many of you guys are ready for summer? I'm so ready for summer
I'm
because
so mad this week is like not even good weather.
You mean it's cold?
Yeah.
It's not like pool weather. It's like Ainsley's like, what do you mean? I'm already done with school now. I am ready for my youngest to be out of school for the summer because we've been having to like encourage him to do his late work like all week. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a bit of a twerp.
Oh man. And then your dad is doing summer admin, but like that starts right now, so it's like he's doing two jobs. So like I'm so ready to have like just one.
Okay. Alrighty. Oh, this is a little bit weird texture up here.
On the outside or the inside?
On the outside, I'll fix this in a little bit.
80 and stormy, that sounds wonderful. I love watching thunderstorms from the safety of my living room. Or the best part best place to watch a lightning storm at Grandpa's house was in the loft. So there was like 2 big windows up there, and you could see kind of like down the valley. And I always thought that like that room had the best view out of any of them, even though it was like not kind of like a very much used room.
That should be pretty good. I'm gonna start doing our gluing process.
Lisa, I think that sounds amazing.
Or on your finger. I find it's easiest to do it that way, and we're gonna add a very generous amount of glue when doing this. Let me make sure I do this the right way.
I mean, it's
if you bend it to your ring, one direction will be better than the other.
Because the ring's not perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just figuring out what direction that is for me. I'm gonna add this right in here.
Oh, that's so funny, Janet. She says, my grandson said he was going to use his charms on his dad to skip school today. He texted me this morning that his charms didn't work and he was headed to school. LOL, we're getting antsy.
We're going to add this right on top, and then we'll move it around accordingly.
I might be like super zoomed in. I don't know.
Yeah, you are pretty zoomed in.
Yeah.
So just add it right on top of that glue pile. Try and get it as centered as possible while pushing down.
And we're using the Ultra Gel Control Loctite. It won't run away on you. So for this particular technique, that is what the type of super glue I would suggest.
Yeah. And then I'm going to let this cure for a couple seconds. I'll push it in there a little bit more. Just really push it together.
So you glued the other one on top of this, right?
Yeah, it's just an easy glue. Oh. Are we doing a giveaway today?
Well, that's why I was like, I mean, yes, we will. I don't know what pieces yet, though. I haven't decided. Just kind of see what we've got around here. We've got a few things sitting out, like from prior themes that we could do. Yes, so if you want to be entered in the giveaway,
your name plus the name on, giveaway plus the name on your open order. We need to have both of those.
Yep.
You have to have an open order for us to be able to ship this to you. So make sure you have an open order if you're going to be entered into the giveaway.
So Peggy just commented giveaway. So say giveaway
dash.
Give away your name and then put a heart down on the bottom of the video. We won't be able to tell that you did that.
Or just like it.
But just like it. We really appreciate it. Just like, so if you look at the bottom where there's like the little like button where it says 10 right now, if we can make that to like 20, because I know that's how many of you guys are watching right now, that would be really amazing.
Okay, so now what you're going to do is we're just going to be filling in with resin in the gaps here, and then we're going to pull it to the edge. So I'm using this resin here. I'm going right in and shoving it into that crevice.
Corian, you are welcome to try it with the liquid version. I would not recommend it though. I think it's great for some applications, just not this one.
What is it?
She likes the thin-bodied glue, and she was joking and saying only the pros use the liquid version. There's some techniques you really want the squishy, like one with more viscosity. And some, like if you're gluing a rhinestone in a setting and you want less like goop, you really want the liquid version. There's definitely applications for both.
Okay, I did that side. We're going to do the other side. This one's a lot more flush, so not as much getting in there. Going all the way around the edges here.
I'm definitely wearing this one home, guys.
And then we're just pulling it to the edges.
So Janet, this is vintage.com. So any of the kits that we're selling today, as well, any of the new products that we have, any of the paints, those are all going to be available under the new tab.
Now I can cure this. I'll do it for quite a while for this one. And we can cure our spot because we will not be using it anymore.
Peggy, she's just stubborn enough to make it work. She says, Corian, I challenge you to replicate this ring using liquid Loctite. She probably could do it because she likes that glue so much.
Yeah, I bet it would work.
I'll bet she could do it.
I think it might be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it might be a little harder, but if she's like totally like used to working with that glue, you could actually use like E6000 as well if you're more comfortable with that.
You could use any type of glue, especially on this ring. I'd be a little more concerned for the other one because the gel glue does fill in like any gaps in the contact areas.
Yeah. When it's like when you're gluing a resin thing, it kind of like it fills in the gaps, like you're saying. When you have an uneven
this one,
surface.
it doesn't matter because I'm doing all the resin on the edge, so it's really locking it in there. So I'm not worried about it filling the gaps.
What was your lovely?
So guys, I had to get a new nail tech because mine moved away, and I'm going to go to my appointment today, and we'll see what I get done. So, but her work is really good, so we'll see how it goes. I don't like change that much.
Corian says, I love your confidence in my skills. Is it your skills I'm confident in or your stubbornness? I am
this
equally
is a really cool texture, actually.
I am equally confident in both.
On the bottom side?
Cool, right? Like, so we were talking
you could totally cut that earlier as a stone.
Yeah, we were saying earlier that you could make a cab out of this. You could also like chunk it up and make like pave out of it, right?
All right.
Thanks.
That's done.
It's still like not quite cured on the underneath side, so.
And if we want to get rid of like that glossiness, we can just go over with matte again.
Little bit of the matte glaze on there.
Yeah, why not?
I'm thinking, where's that other bear paw? The one that I did.
It's somewhere around here.
It's somewhere. That's a good answer.
It should be like around in this area.
Oh, it's right. It's on your mat, actually.
Oh, yeah. You put the thing right over top of it.
Well, I threw it over there not realizing that was there.
Alright. Now the resin's a lot less noticeable. You can make it even thinner if you want to. I think I might have done a little bit thinner the first time. And then we can also go in with paint if we want to. Over top of here.
After you finish that up, I want you to bring up Pam's comment so that we can kind of talk to that. I'm not sure that we can see what you're doing.
What? It should be able to.
I couldn't.
I think it was when I was heating it up because I had to hold it.
Yeah, maybe.
So we're just going to add some color in there.
It's kind of touching it up. What would you say? I also no, I'm not seeing. You're like half cut off.
No, I literally am on screen. I can see myself on here.
Okay. Oh, you moved it. I'm behind.
Okay, Pam, where is she? What'd she say?
She said, "Hi everyone. I can't see much on my phone at the beach. Just ordered with great savings, combining old and new discount."
Oh.
So, yeah, I would just wanted you to bring that up so that we could kind of talk about the Backstage Pass, some of the kind of great benefits that they get for that. So yeah, oh, I'm seeing that up there now. So anyway, if you are a member of the Backstage Pass, remember you're going to save an extra 20% on any order over $50. So if you order a couple of kits or a couple of the bundles, just really great way to save today. And remember, you've got access to the masterclass library with that. You have the shipment of the stash, which is worth over $75. Just a really great value for you guys.
There's our finished rings. My original and the other size.
The one for me.
It's a little toasty. Not hot, but just warm.
Oh, perfect. What's nice about these two is that they are adjustable, so when my hands are swollen, I can make it bigger.
Don't have to get a firefighter to take it off.
Although I've heard the Orange County ones. I've seen the Orange County ones.
I was going to say, you literally were there.
I literally was there.
That was for a work trip, too.
It was. That was an interesting trip. We also went to the hospital for stitches in one of those trips for one of the kids. You weren't there. You're too young.
Yeah, I was always mad, guys. I never got to go. I wanted to go to CHA so badly.
I know.
I never went once.
Yeah, you always had school. I mean, what's that? I probably would be more.
I think if it was now, you'd be like, yeah,
I'd be like, go ahead and go.
Let's go.
I already know that being at every single thing doesn't matter later in life. That's why they the younger kids get the benefit of the more chill parents, right? You learn a little bit. Oh, awesome, Lisa. We talked about that a little bit earlier. I'm glad that you are enjoying that. We are using an app to help us with that. So we're able to produce a lot. I used to be able to do maybe 1 or 2 reels because they're very time consuming.
It's just a lot of content to go through, and
so now we can do 10 or 12 from a class. So
it's great because we're such a limited team, and so we're able to utilize that resource so that we can actually utilize the content that we've made.
Let's go through. I think the next important thing to do is go through any construction tips, where you make cuts and things, that kind of thing. Any jewelry construction. So we can probably just take this out of the way. I'll take this mat out so that you can hold it under there. Get that out of your way.
So for this piece, you'll notice I punched 2 holes. I did cover one of them with our fill technique. I showed that just the other week. The colors that I used.
Do you still need these?
It doesn't matter. The colors that I used were metallic gold and metallic white gold. I just kind of mixed them together to try and get it to match as closely as possible.
Doing what?
For this bird. He's pre-stamped. I had a full hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I see.
It was right over here. You can't even tell. And I'll flip it over. You could kind of see it right here. So I just mixed these until they kind of matched a little bit better to him. And yeah.
It's the same technique that we did with the butterfly.
Yes.
In our water lily class.
It
Monet water lily
was
class.
The woman made in water lily.
No, the butterfly from the bracelet. This one.
Oh, well, I also did it on the maiden, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, same kind of thing. You do have to cut this piece here, and you will have to file every single one of those little notches, but I do think it comes out beautifully.
Do you want to show them kind of
pretty
the before and after?
It's a pretty clear outline, this marquee cross, so it shouldn't be difficult for you to follow. I didn't realize that was so curved like that. So you're just going to cut along here, chop, 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 and repeat the same thing on the sides. Chop, 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 until you get this cross shape. I use side cutters for this. Also, I did hammer this center the same way that I hammered those daisy flowers last week, just using the small hammer, just knocking it in so that this has a nice little crevice for our stone that we make. Very easy, just love filing. Honestly, low-key kind of want like a automatic filer. Maybe I'll bring my nail one, see how it works.
You just probably, so if you're doing production, you could use a wheel to do this as well, right? You don't have to use a hand file. If you're doing a lot of pieces, if you're doing it more of like a jewelry design where you're doing this multiple times or you just really need the time saver, use a jewelry wheel.
Yeah, so there's that. These are all connected on the second little hole here for each of these with the jump rings. And this is just glued down. And then, yeah.
And then you just remove the little loops from the top of that.
Yes.
Of those.
Yes, I forgot I did that. I did do that. I just cut them and filed them. Those are really easy to remove.
Janet, the masterclass billing is individual for each person. So, I would just look at your statement to know, because it's not like they all ship at the same time, but you get to choose the time. It's based on when you ordered it first, or if you've changed it to when it has changed to.
So this one, I do recommend doing this center one first. I did not do this center one first, but I realized it'd be a lot easier if I did the center, wire wrap, and then in. Or if you just do it and then do jump rings, that might be a little bit easier, but I just wired right up to the piece. As you can tell, it's just straight through there with my wire. So go center, wire both sides, and then the outside. And then this is just looped in there with jump rings. Makes it way easier. Single hole punch, you use the pre-existing hole punch for this one. And you bend these to the shape of your wrist. But I really like how this bracelet stacked with this heart one, so I'll show you that later. It looks really good together. It's a really cool piece. This piece is just curving and then some hole punches. I stacked these up, this cute little I love you. Did a little mixed metal look. So you'll just have to curve these pieces to your wrist. And I did do it so that it kind of sits asymmetrical on my wrist. So your chain will go there.
Very cute.
No construction tips with that one. Just use your large bail ones. Then this piece, we went through most of it. This is really soft, so just don't even worry about your hole punches. It's not that hard. Line this up, hole punch through, and then just do some jump rings to connect it. I like the way that looks sticking out. Same with hole punch, just the glue, we went through that. Overall, really easy. You can paint things if you want to. You could paint this if you wanted to. I decided not to. The only painting I did on this was the spare paw piece that we showed earlier. And yeah, overall, very easy construction. Earrings. I'm a de-winger, as you guys know. So, he lost his wings. We used that fold off technique that we showcased last week. Very easy, back and forth. And then you lay these down. I used Loctite. I glued these both down. Then I Loctited our little faux stone that we made. And then hole punched this 8 times. I did my first one, my first blank, and hole punched it, and then I lined up my second blank and then just went over that hole punch so I didn't have to think about it. Makes it way easier. I would, if you were to like mass produce this, have a blank that's your reference blank so that you just don't even have to worry about it. It's like your little guide.
Make a template, right? Yeah.
So makes it really easy. Just some gluing and then that stone. cute piece.
So Janet was asking about where the discount is good, and that is vintage.com. Anything that's on the warehouse site is already like the best deal that we can possibly give on it. So any of those extra points that you get are on vintage.com, and that includes all of your sale items. Anything that's already discounted.
This is super easy. 2 jump rings, slide it on. Boom, done. You could even make this and do it interchangeably because this will just slide right off. So you could make little interchangeable charms if you wanted to. That is that. We will do a look so you guys can see all these on. And get rid of any.
Yes, Corian, we have a couple items here that we can do. We've got these 2. Do you want to, are these ones that you can part with?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I always have to ask Ainsley so I don't get in trouble. What? We're giving that one away? So we've got those. Corian said she's ready with the list. If you want to pop
We're just
her
doing
up.
2 giveaways?
We'll do 2, and Corian has some there, so we'll make that the third one.
All right.
So we'll do these 2 first, and then we'll let her supply the third one.
You want to fix the camera? Where is this? Here it is. Hate that thing. It's always in my face.
It could be set up a little bit better if you just I think you get used to it being a certain way, and it's hard to want to change it. Okay, so we're just adding Corian.
Yep.
Are you doing that from your phone?
That's always what I do.
Oh, interesting.
I have to airdrop the link to myself.
I didn't know that.
She doesn't pay attention, guys.
That's also why I don't know how to do it. But I think if you were here by yourself, it would be kind of hard to do, wouldn't it?
Hello.
Alrighty.
It's so good to see everybody. It seems like the YouTube lives are going super well.
Except
And
for
that's
it didn't connect for us this week, so we had to start over at the get-go. But otherwise, yeah, pretty good.
okay.
Pretty
Well, that's
smooth.
good. So this is the third giveaway. So we'll do this one first. Do you remember this one, Ains?
Yes. It's
Gorgeous.
the scales. I wear that necklace a lot. Like with the scale.
I love that you did
Wait,
that
is
one.
the dragonfly one?
No, dragon.
It's
Dragon scale.
the
Yeah, the
dragon
dragon
one.
scale one? That was a lot of work, guys. You win that one. That's good.
Yeah, put in a good stinking order for this one. All right. So we will pull up full screen. We'll do this one first, and then we'll do what you guys have here next. All right. 1, 2, 3 for the first. Lynn Goodwin. And remember, I have your orders shipped out. So you must have orders placed on vintage.com to claim your gifts if you don't already. But I'm that way with some of the pieces that I demo. I'm like, do I really wanna And then I'm like, okay, I should just do it.
That's a great kit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hi, Janet. Okay, what's this? It's a Rivoli. We'll call it Rivoli swirl.
Yeah, that's such a great piece. So that was like resined in there. From what theme was that from?
I'm not sure. Maybe the
It was a
swan one.
couple weeks ago.
We're spinning. I love that though. It's so pretty. All right, Carlene O'Brien for that one. I'm gonna get you written down. Congratulations. Obrien. Okay, and then one more. Oh, that one's so pretty. We'll call that
There you go.
the Victorian
The water
flowers.
lilies. Yeah.
Super cute. I love how you like hammered it and then you did the relief to make it look like it was like pondy. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
it's so great. Like, so this could be a pendant too. Ainsley used it in earrings, but
Here
could
we
be a
go.
really great pendant too.
If you didn't already buy those earrings, literally just get them and then use this pendant if you win it.
There you go.
Peggy! Yay!
Ooh, she got a good one.
Heck yeah! Amazing. Hi, Janet. Over on YouTube, I see you, girl. Peggy.
So I spilled, I had kind of a happy accident thing there where I got some extra glue and it just like won't come off with the sanding thing, but isn't that cool looking?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it.
I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you in a minute.
No, when your mom showed me that necklace that you used with the hoops, I was just in awe. I got to see it before some other people did, and I just love the way it looks.
This one.
I was like,
Yes.
how the heck did you think to do that with the hoops?
I didn't
Because
want to
I'm
use
like-
them in earrings because that's what anybody would do.
That's what I
like
wanted
the
done.
only thing that I could think of for myself too. So it's adorable. I love it.
Appreciate the creativity.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump out of here because I gotta get home. But I will see you guys on Monday for the stash review.
Ooh,
Thank
that's
you,
right.
Corinne.
That's coming up already. So awesome. So if you're a member of the Backstage Pass, you will be joining Corian for class on Monday, where she will show you what to do with the latest stash.
And
Right.
those resin seahorse charms, they're meant to come how they come so we can show you guys how to transform bubbled resin into something that looks super
Ooh.
nice.
I mean,
So,
bubbled
it
resin
kind
can
of
be
goes with
cool
today's
too.
class a little bit. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, Corinne. Thank you.
Okay, so you can show them what I was talking about here. So like I glued mine on and I don't know. Yeah, so I glued it on and had a little bit of leftover glue and I was like I wiped it off and it kind of got stuck there. Then I relieved it and it gave this kind of like cool splotchy pattern. You just hold it from the jump ring so that
I am holding it from the jump ring. I just have long
can't
nails.
see it. But anyway, that's what we were talking about behind the scenes anyway.
All right. So we'll do all the jewelry. I need your help putting my arm.
Putting on the bracelet.
Yeah, the bracelets. Always the death of me. This one should be easy though. The other one might be a little tighter.
Perfect.
Right, that one. decided to run away from me. It doesn't want to be worn.
It's like the narration in Pan. And Peter decided to run away, and it just shows the baby carriage just Hook in the movie Hook with Robin Williams.
Oh, I've not seen that.
What? Okay, you have, but just not recently enough that you would
I've
remember
not seen it. I've seen parts of it. I've never actually sat down to watch that movie.
Well, when you were little, you did.
All right. Here's that bracelet.
Okay, look at that luscious stack of stuff that you could make if you watch the classes.
And then here's this one. Look how good these look stacked together.
Those look so good together.
I'm like, these look amazing stacked together. So they're like literally the perfect little pairing. So get this one too if you didn't already.
Yeah. They look really good together.
And then the necklaces I have on. Just beautiful. This is like the perfect length. There's no clasps on this just because it's an over the head necklace.
Yeah.
This is a really great length there.
It's like really great with your top. Like perfect lengthwise.
And I didn't even own this top when I made it.
Happy kismet situation, right?
Alright. I'm going to show you these other super duper uber cute earrings. You'll notice that I do have a preference for these arched ear wires just because I know they're never going to fall out of my ear. I'm a little too chaotic of a person to use the other ones. They will fall out of my ear.
I just put backs on everything.
Or that, but I feel like I lose those.
You like the kidney ear wires for not losing them.
Yep.
You went over where the cuts were on those? On the bee?
Yeah, it's just folding off the wings like we
just showed that, and there is a short on how we did the dragonfly wings, so you can look at our reels and look at the technique for those. Those are just so cool.
So if you want to be like the coolest baddie on the block,
with all the boho.
Yeah, that's gonna look really good.
Those look really good together. Like this is just like all made to go together. That ring looks great too.
All right.
Those could almost be cool second hole earrings too.
Yeah.
You're just like in the zone.
Sometimes
it can be interesting to do it without a mirror, right?
Yeah.
That looks really good though. You could be like George Michael with the one earring. You probably don't know who that is. Wham. That really famous Christmas song, Last Christmas.
Last Christmas.
Yes.
I know what he looks like now.
Now you're picturing the earring, right? Oh my goodness. Yes. So Janet, they did. So another spammy question. It's not spammy. We're happy to explain to you. There won't be any new points earned, but your old points are still valid if they hadn't already expired. So the new system is discount based. We won't be doing any more like points earning. We got rid of the app. It was kind of problematic, and just we were having to field a lot of customer care questions about it. A lot of people didn't understand how to use them, and then by the time they figured out how to use them, they were expired. So we are instead doing a discount. And so if you still have old points, you can still use them. Just use your discount code, and those will still apply to your cart as long as they're still valid.
I'm wearing these
Hopefully
ones
that
out,
answered.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
But it just looks too good with the set not to, so.
So good. Love it.
All right, guys. That is all of the jewelry for today. And there's always going to be more to come forever and ever. Not forever, actually, but for a good while.
For the foreseeable future at this juncture.
Yes. So.
Because, you know, appreciate things while you have them.
Yes.
Because someone here is working on their engineering degree, so we won't have her forever. But, yeah.
So, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Make sure to check in next week. If you can share any of this stuff to your Facebook or whatever social platform you like to use, that's really helpful. Even if you do it like our next one, that would be even better, like our next live.
Mm-hmm.
Share it with your friends. Get your friends into jewelry making so that jewelry making stays alive.
Yes, we love seeing like a little bit younger than me, people join as well, because then we can preserve this art form, which is really amazing and fantastic.
And very bonding.
Yeah. And really not
women.
just the lives, but if you like anytime you interact and comment on our content, it really helps us, even if it's just like one of our shorts and you say, oh,
just
hey,
drop a heart in there.
Yeah, any of that really helps. And we are putting out a lot more of the recap type content, so you can see, oh, I missed class, and you might see something that you really were interested in from that week, and then you can come back and watch our archived classes. So, and we're doing a pretty good job of keeping the kits with enough in stock that you can keep shopping. So if you like scroll down the new section, you can see previous class kits that are still available, and always a great deal.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you guys in the comments and doing that if you love us so much. Just saying. Yeah. But anyway, we will see you on Friday. Corinne will see you on Monday if you're a Backstage Pass, and she'll also see you on Wednesday. If you're not Backstage Pass, get it. You get those discounts. So, it's worth it. You get that. It's more than worth the value.
And I do know that Wednesday will be another kind of really super value week. So keep your eye out for that. And I think she'll probably be sharing more about that on Monday. So
absolutely.